a pious man to save their property. Why? The reason is their father was a pious man. This is not how he is not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ. You see Azl? Azl, what did the Rasul call it? He said al-wa'dul khafi. It's like killing, the hidden killing.
You read something on that this week, didn't you?
What?
You know, you said you read something about that might be a week.
No. I said some people say that it contradicts the other hadith, so it's got to be weak.
No, this contradicts. Look, this contradicts the other hadith. Which other hadith does it contradict?
This is وَمَا عَلَيْكُمْ أَنْ لَا تَفْعَلُوا.
لَا عَلَيْكُمْ أَلَّا تَفْعَلُوا.
No.
Why should you do it? Ibn Sirin, the narrator of the hadith, they said from this hadith, I understand that it's more likely to be haram than to be halal. So, because Rasul said, why should you do it? They said, meaning is halal. Or why shouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Because whatever, and Rasul continue, whatever Allah has decreed will happen. So understand? So he is telling them, what Allah has decreed will happen, no matter what you do. So he's telling them not to do it. If you put it with the hadith where Rasul said, ذَلِكَ الْوَأْدُ الْخَفِيُّ. Now that came to something that they don't like, they come to Muslim and say this is hadith weak. Because we don't have normally people who say Muslim is weak.
But let's say the person says that because whatever Allah wishes is going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So let's say even if you do use a contraceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah. That if I do this, that Allah's going to make it already happen. It's going to happen.
If Allah wants you to get rizq,
yeah,
you will get it.
Yeah.
So don't wake up in the morning and don't go to work. And that's what Rasulullah told the Sahaba not to do. اعملوا فكل ميسر لما خلق له. When they said, okay, everybody is going to get what he has been decreed to him, so why should we work? He said, no, اعملوا. It's an order. فكل ميسر لما خلق له. Understand? So that is not to say you should. It's allowed. It's still haram because when we have two hadith here. A man asked Rasulullah about taking shower after relation with his wife where he didn't have janaba. He said, "Al-ma'u min al-ma'." Water is from water. You shouldn't do janaba, shower. And then there is hadith, إذا مس الختان والختان, if the khitan touches the khitan, circumcision touches the circumcision, then there must be ghusl. How do we take these two hadith? Even though we don't know which one is first, which one is second. Generally, when Rasulullah is asked about something, then ghusl is something extra in religion. Everybody is allowed to do whatever he wants without taking a shower. So when someone comes and asks him, and at the time he has not been told to tell people to take shower, he will tell him, no, don't take shower. And then when someone asks and he says you should do shower, this is an extra. This is something extra that came to religion with revelation. The first thing, why do you take shower? This Rasul can say this without revelation. Because generally you don't have to take shower for anything. So he doesn't need revelation to say that. As long as he doesn't have revelation, he will tell people don't. If someone comes to Rasul, should I give my money? He doesn't need to wait for wahi for every question. As long as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't tell him that you have to give your money, he will tell him don't give it. Because there is nothing in religion that says give it. When the revelation comes, so every time we have what we call mahud al-asl.
That was already been done and it has been...
No, something that is...
It's done in the time of Muhammad.
No, this is the norm, something that corresponds with the origin. Originally everything is halal. So if we find something in religion, this is halal and this is haram, we say it's haram. Because it was halal at the beginning. So if we say Rasulullah was asked about one thing, one time he said it's halal, one time he said it's haram. Which one are we going to take? The haram one. Because these things were halal. So he was asked about it, and he said it's halal, and then it became haram when he was asked about it. He said it's haram. Now, if it became halal again, we need extra explanation. It will be clear. Like, I have forbidden you to drink in the jars. Now drink in the jars. It was halal to drink in any way.
Why?
It's mansukh, abrogation.
Okay.
It will have to be clear. It has been abrogated again.
The reason.
First was halal, he forbade it, then he allowed it.
The graveyard, like drinking in the jars, it was halal, then it became haram. But when it became haram again, he said, I have forbidden you to drink in the jars, now drink in the jars. So it's clear that it has been abrogated.
So what you're basically saying, basically what is being said at the moment is that the first situation was a general question, and the Prophet answered it as a,
No, I say that is if we understand from that, if we had to understand from that, that is halal to do, that Rasulullah when he said it was halal to do, then the haram thing came later. Because generally people were allowed to kill their children. Generally, you are allowed to kill anyone you want until Allah forbade us to kill people. Yeah?
So you can do as you please until Allah tells you.
Of course, when people were told to say La ilaha illallah. Yeah? Now, when they were told to say La ilaha illallah, did Rasul ﷺ told them to stand still and not move? They said La ilaha illallah and everybody went to his house. Yeah? To do his... to eat, to drink, to sleep, to get married if you want to get married, to divorce, to do whatever, everything that he used to do. Until the Sharia tells them to stop. Yes? Because if La ilaha illallah meaning that, okay, I have to wait for orders from Allah for everything, they will have to stand still there and not do anything until the Prophet say, okay, now you can move.
Take 5 steps, now 6, now 7, yeah.
You understand? So first say La ilaha illallah and carry on your life, living the way you were living, until an order comes from Allah that you have to stop what you are doing.
Okay, no, it's just because the point you made about the one taking doesn't have to take a bath unless he's in a state of janaba, and then we get the second hadith, which is if the 2 circumcisions touch.
Yeah.
So we take it that if two circumcisions touch, then you have to do whatever you have. You still have to have a shower.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is what this rule is generally. This rule is something that is ittifaq. What we say, we don't know amongst the fuqaha. We have never heard about someone that will say, "Oh, I don't accept this rule here." This is something that's you can't say it's ijma'. You can't say.
And basically, only out of necessity.
Yeah.
If it means life and death. Like if your wife is going to die, if she has another child, then she can...
Okay, you are not going to kill a life, kill a person. If the doctor has a trusted doctor say that this will affect her life, that definitely it will be haram. It will be haram for her to kill her life, to kill herself. So as long as trusted doctor, someone who is experienced and knows there is something wrong with this woman, that will kill her, then she must save her life first.
Have we started a new subject? Or
no, we have not. We were waiting for you.
What was that you were saying before? About the Imam?
Yeah. Really, how is it Qiyaas? What's the deal for it?
He said, first of all, he said, when I narrated him the story of Sha'bi, he said, there's no such thing.
I have something experience with the brother actually, that he will say hadith and it's in Bukhari, which doesn't exist at all, but he will say it's in Bukhari, so it's I'm sorry to say that, but probably I can't find it here. I don't know if I will find it here. I will try to find it quickly now, that Shabi said these things, and Ibn Sirin, and what's the other thing?
That 70% of the manhabs don't contradict.
Madhabs.
Count 70%.
Of them don't contradict.
They
don't contradict.
Did he calculate it?
And Shafi'i didn't say that about the pig and the shuyukh.
The pig?
The dog. You know the one about the dog that licks the fingernails, and if the pig, then the pig has to do it. And then you remember you said, if then they say that the scholar that doesn't act upon his knowledge, then he should also, when he licks from a bowl, a vessel, they should wash that 7 times. If you're going to use Qiyaas, you said if you're going to use Qiyaas.
Yeah. Inshallah.
And he said that when you say every intoxicant is khamar, and every khamar is haram, this is the Prophet doing Qiyaas.
No, that is not. That is wahy. إن هو إلا وحي يوحى وما ينطق عن الهوى.
Sorry, teaching us to do Qiyaas. This is the Prophet teaching us this to do Qiyaas.
Yeah, that is. Did you tell him this actually, these things, and he repeated it to you, or did you make sure that he tells you this, or did you?
I made sure I asked him the.
No, all what you said now, did you tell him and he said it back?
Yeah.
Or he said it from himself?
Not from himself. He narrated it. He asked him, Sha'bi, yes?
Yeah.
I said, what?
Because what I know from the brother, I'm sorry, but the brother will not be able to say these things until he hears it from someone. Let's say if I can find something about Sha'bi saying this here. People are sometimes, they don't think what they say. They quickly, this doesn't exist, nobody has said this. That is...
Sheikh, the latest is that if you don't do Qiyaas, you're doing bid'ah.
Yeah. No way.
If you don't do Qiyaas?
If you don't do Qiyaas, you're doing bid'ah. You're in bid'ah if you don't do it.
Ain't a dalil.
Yeah, when you didn't have time for the dalil.
But we don't have time. Everybody that I talk to here, when he goes to get the dalil, no, for haram and halal is fine. They have time. But when you ask what's the dalil, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, it happened to me so.
I don't have time. He has time to say it's halal, it's haram, but not time to explain why.
Maybe he thinks we're all stupid. Maybe he thinks everyone's below his level.
Maybe he thinks he has time to do research.
Yeah, I say it's haram now, and then we'll find the dalil later. Yeah.
No.
Here, وكقول الشافعي إذا وجب غسل الإناء من ولوغ الكلب فيه 7. You understand in Arabic?
Yeah.
And the saying of Shafi'i, if it's an obligation to wash the vessel from the licking of the dog 7 times, then from the khinzir, from the pig, is the same.
Subhanallah.
Take a picture of it.
Go to the books of the Shafi'is and find it.
He said we don't accept this type of Qiyaas. Not this one. But
No.
example,
Now the brother, he either brings you a book from the Shafi'is where they deny this. This is a book from accepted to be the madahib, the 4 madahib, even the Shafi'is themselves copy from here. So either he brings something that says that the Shafi'is don't say this, or he will be a liar. Someone who denies this way thinks he is a liar, because in religion you don't talk things, you don't put statements about other people without knowing, especially denying. When it comes to I may now say something and I forget because but when I said it quickly, I didn't think about it, but when you hear it and then you deny it, it means you were knowing what you were doing here. So you either are ignorant, you don't know what you hear, you imagine things, or you are a liar. This is one about the Shafi'i. Inshallah, by the time we are talking, because I have not seen this book for a long time, and I don't have any book of Shafi'is, of fiqh Shafi'i here. So inshallah, by the time probably I will find a statement from Shabi here, probably, not definitely. Yeah.
You know that about the young boy leading the salah.
Yeah.
You said why was it forbidden?
Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said رفع القلم عن Rasul said رفع القلم عن ثلاث. The pen is raised upon three. The majnoon, this one who is sleeping, and the boy. Now the boy, if you say it's been Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not write for him whatever he is not mukallaf, accountable about religion. So the leading of the prayer is an obligation, fard kifaya. One must do it. So you can't give it to someone on whom it's not an obligation. It's obligation on the adults.
Okay,
so one of them must do it. Not to give it to say, call kafir and tell him lead us in prayer.
No.
Or call everything that has needs and tension. You see, when you buy, you sell. You can buy and sell. You have the intention to buy. But you can send. If you know the buyer or the seller, what you can tell him, okay, I am going to send my dog. When you see my dog, I make the transaction with you, but this is like you are using the dog as a machine or as a robot, or you understand, or as a rope to put things down and bring them up. You understand? A boy can be used in that way. Can be used like as a machine, as not someone who, or a kafir. You can even use a kafir. You can use someone who is crazy. But the transaction is between you and the other person, adult person, adult kafir or Muslim. A boy can't do the transaction. If he does the transaction, it's invalid. A boy has no right to deal in his property. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden us to let...
Until they get to a position...
Yeah, until...
You see, if a boy, I send him to go to the shop and buy him something, it's fine. But what if the boy, say you're a Muslim shopkeeper, and a boy comes and wants to buy something off you, he's a little boy, he wants to buy sweets off you.
Yeah.
Could you apply that same thing that you can't have a transaction with him?
We don't. In Sharia, the majority accept that transaction with the boys are illegal. When they say, but the majority will say, except things that are not considered. So what are the things that are not considered? Because some people are so rich that 1,000 for them is nothing. And some people are so poor that £1 is something. Rasul for Rasul 1 pound is something. Because he was poor. So the majority will say a boy, if he does if a boy goes and take money from his property, and that you were not looking at him, and he took his property and bought a palace from someone, which the guardian think is wrong. What are we going to do? What are we going to do here? Transaction is made, it's right, it's accepted. He will go to the judge, and the judge will ask the person, why did you sell him this palace? This is not fit. This person is not fit to buy things. So transaction is annulled. So now if you want to put a limit, you have to tell me what is the limit. How much money he can spend and how much he can't. And you can't take that except from religion. You can't put it with your mind.
In the situation where, for example, you're a shopkeeper, I'm the buyer, we know each other, and I send my kid, and you know he's come on my behalf to buy...
That's fine. That is like you are sending me
like the rope
or a robot or something.
Okay.
The transaction is between you and me.
I started the lesson already.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The brother. Yeah, we can... I just was going to talk about... I'm not concerned about the people what are saying outside. I'm concerned about if there is something that you don't understand. That is what I will try to talk about.
Can I touch on a point that I got confused about last week?
Yeah.
You claimed that the cigarettes.
Yes.
The reason why I'm going back to the cigarettes is because you said if someone asks you if it is haram or halal, you can just tell me what your answer would be to them.
If someone asks me
if it was haram or halal,
if the cigarette is haram or halal,
no.
I will tell him, does the cigarette kill?
No. And if he turns around and he says yes,
he tells
according to a doctor.
Well, the poison, Rasulullah said, whoever drinks poison and kill himself with it, he will drink it in the hellfire
over and over.
And Khalid al-Mukhalladin fiha. Now, did Rasulullah say this poison kill or this poison kill or the snake poison kill? It's people know that poison kill.
Poison, no.
Huh? And now people know that cigarette is type of poison. Because poison, there are different kind of poison. There is poison that when you drink it, there is some kind of poison that when you have it in the blood, it takes you minutes, it's seconds to die. And there is poison that will take few days.
Cyanide.
So we can't say, okay, if you tell me the poison that kills you within a month is haram, but the one that kills you within a month and a day is halal, that's not acceptable. All poison is poison. There is no limit. Huh? Some poison kills you in a month, some kills you in a year, some kill you in 3 years. You understand? That's all the poison is haram. Whatever kills you is haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't kill yourself. He didn't don't kill yourself instantly.
For a long time.
No? Don't kill yourself. So whoever takes a substance that will kill him, soon or later, he is killing himself. And
the Prophet said the one who would drink the poison.
Okay, that's fine. The Rasul said in hadith from Thabit ibn al-Dhahhak in Bukhari, من قتل نفسه بشيء عذب به يوم القيامة. Whoever kills himself with something, he will be tortured with it, punished with it today for judgment. No qiyas.
So we do the poison with the thingy. Yeah, looking for the Qiyaas.
Yeah. Even if Rasulullah said that about drinking the poison,
Allah says do not kill
but Allah said don't kill yourself.
Yeah. But then, because I remember you said that you don't listen to you don't take your deen from the doctors, and the doctors say that cigarette kills you.
I don't take my religion from the doctors.
Of course, but
I take my religion. I don't take my religion. I didn't. It's not the doctors who told me that don't kill yourself. The doctors only told me that the cigarette, this is experience.
No.
This is where Rasulullah said, "Antum a'lamu bi umuri dunyakum." You know your dunya things better than any.
Okay, so.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not Rasulullah who will tell you this thing is sweet or it's
we take from the doctors. We only take medical help. That's it. We don't take that in us.
Yeah, and if the doctor say what you have now is cancer, it's cancer. If he says that, no, it is just fever, it's fever. Rasulullah will not tell you that, will you?
Okay. Fine.
Yes. So.
One more.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't.
I was confused about the zakat. It's not compulsory upon the one who has less than 5 camels. Is that correct?
The
person who has to pay the
zakat on camels.
Yeah. Is it the one who has more than 5 camels?
Rasul said, "ليس فيما دون 5 ذود صدقة."
Yeah.
In less than 5 camels, there is no sadaqah. No.
So then, how do we change the currency from that time to this time, or do we make Qiyaas here?
No, we don't do currency and Qiyaas. That is, Rasulullah said 5. There is no in less than 5 camels sadaqah, and there is no in less than 40 sheep sadaqah, and there is no in less than 30 cow sadaqah. So if you do Qiyaas on horses, are you going to count them as 5 or 30 or 40?
Confused.
No, because what they try and do is they'll try and change. Instead of saying the value...
We don't say the value. You see, the camels are camels. And the sheep are sheep.
So then we have to buy the camels first and then we do...
No, we don't do... When we do transaction with money... It's not because... When we pay zakat for this money that we have here... It's not because we count it as camels. No. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has mentioned that in gold... there is sadaqah.
Okay.
And then in silver, there is sadaqah. And this money that you see here,
why is that?
if you have the pound, it will tell you, the Bank of England promised to give the bearer 20 pounds on the month, 20 pounds in gold. So this money is nothing, has no value. This money, they can withdraw it tomorrow, and it has no value. This money is a check. If you have money, if I have money, and then I put you as the guardian, and send someone, I want to pay someone zakat, I tell him, okay, go and get my money.
Yeah.
I give you 10 pounds zakat, 10 gram gold. You go and get it from this person. Yeah, just...
Just press it.
No, don't press it. Don't know where it is anyway. Just leave it, will stop. Now, if I tell someone, go and get... I don't have to give him my money physically, do I?
No.
There is something called wikala. Send someone, okay, go and get me my money. And give it to him. Or I tell the person, go and get the money.
Okay, sir.
This is wikala, this is from religion as well. Now, my money, now, this is not the money. My money is with the Bank of England.
Okay.
I count how much money I have, how much gold I have, and then decide how much gold I have to give, and then I give the person the check.
Okay.
I write piece of paper. That piece of paper is already written. I tell him, go and get it.
Yeah.
It's like, soon, probably, there will be no money. Soon, there will be credit cards. We are not going to give money on credit cards. I'm not going to count how many credit cards and give you. If I have 5 credit cards, I give you 1. No, it's not that. I'm going to count how much money I have, which is the gold. And then probably if one of my debit cards, which prepaid credit card, I will give it to you. And okay, you go and take the money. Whether you want to turn it into gold again, whether you want to use it that way, it's up to you. But it's all based on gold. When I do my transactions, I do them based on gold. You see, when I pay someone, if I give you a loan, and this is a mistake that people do now, you give someone a loan of £1,000, and he gives you after 10 years or 20 years £1,000. I give him now £1,000 to buy a car. After 20 years, he gave me £1,000 so I can buy sweet with it. Because after 20 years, that £1,000 has no value.
Yeah.
The money has no value. The thing is, this money represents the gold that I have in the bank. And this £1,000, if it buys me now 1 kilo gold, after 20 years, it will buy me 1 kilo gold. So what I have to do is not to give you £1,000. I can give you £1,000 after I check how much gold is worth and tell you, okay, this is 1,000 kilo of gold. After 20 years, you give me my 1 kilo of gold. And what they are doing, people here, is haram.
So is that riba?
It's not riba because we're going to take less. He is losing. The person who gives money normally is the person who gives money take more, not less.
So then the person who's borrowing money, he's doing riba to him.
But it's not riba because he is not the one. Riba is all the person who is giving. If he takes more, so it is dhulm anyway. It's haram.
If the bank gives you 100,000 50 years ago,
yeah,
and you're paying that back, what's the?
You are going to pay it back 150, based on giving money for money. But if you get gold for gold, the bank will not give you gold 1 kilo gold for 1 kilo gold. Never. He will give you 1 kilo gold for 1.5 kilos. You understand? This is how they count it. He will not give you the same amount. They give you money and ask for the same amount. For what? Fi sabilillah? Here in England, they try to do this in the wrong way. They don't count it as gold. When they give money to the students, they will count the inflation rate. That is still haram.
Oh, okay.
But if you do it to gold, by giving gold and asking for gold back, that will be halal.
Okay, I'll ask this later on.
Yeah.
Anything?
So, I've got one question.
Yeah.
The brother was telling me, I don't know if I got all of it correctly, he was saying about some people use Qiyaas, and he was giving an example of there's like an animal that looks like a pig, and it lives in the water.
Yeah.
And some people say, because it looks like a pig,
Yeah.
we're going to say it's haram to eat.
Yeah.
So then you can't, he was saying you can't use Qiyaas, saying this looks like something, so therefore it's haram.
Yeah.
He said you can't do that.
Yeah, of course.
So I asked him, if you was to go to a foreign country, for example, and you see bottles behind the till, you don't know what's in them, and you don't speak the language, you can't ask the man what is that, you can't read the labels, you don't know what it is, but it looks like it's alcohol. Can you say, I'm not going to take that, I'm not going to buy that because it looks like alcohol? Isn't that similar to isn't that the same thing?
No, that is not the same thing. Here we are talking about something that is, you agree that the name of this animal is not pig. It looks like a pig, but it's not pig. So, but there you have a bottle. You don't know what's inside. Here the animal, you are seeing what's the animal. That is not the pig. But you are giving a totally different example, because the bottle, you don't know what is inside. Is it water, juice, or alcohol? And alcohol is haram. So if you buy it, if you buy it, you might buy alcohol. But here you are going to buy something that looks like a pig. You can buy something that is, you go to a foreign country and buy something that tastes like alcohol. Halal, beer. But it will not be haram just because the name is the same. It's called beer. And it tastes like beer. But it's not haram just because it tastes. And those who say Qiyaas, they will say, okay, what's the difference between a donkey and a mule? Yeah? What's the difference between a donkey and a mule? They looked similar. So if Rasulullah said the donkey is haram, it should be stupid to think that the donkey is, the mule is haram, halal.
Yeah.
And actually the Ahnaf will say even the horse. The others will say we don't go to the horse just because Rasulullah, we have dalil from hadith that it was halal.
What to eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they say because Rasulullah said it, that's why we don't do Qiyaas. Otherwise we would have done Qiyaas. That's good. That means Rasulullah didn't do Qiyaas. So here you agree that Rasulullah didn't do what you would have done. And Rasulullah didn't do it. Why? Because Rasulullah was asked about horses and donkeys, and he gave different hukm. Rasulullah was asked about horses. What do you say about horses? He said, horses are three kind of. Did you hear this hadith before? We mentioned it, I think.
You said.
Yeah, here Rasulullah said the horses are a cover or a reward or punishment. Someone who sells and buys them to keep himself from asking people, it's cover. For someone who uses them in the cause of Allah for fighting, it's a reward. For someone who uses them against Muslims and as pride, it's punishment. And the man asked, what about donkeys? Nothing has been revealed to me according to the donkeys. Those people who say Qiyaas, if Allah reveals something about donkey, it means it has been revealed. They say Rasulullah doesn't know how to do Qiyaas. Because he said nothing has been revealed to me.
He didn't do Qiyaas and say, okay, they look alike, so let me say...
What, are you stupid? You're asking me about the donkey? Huh? This is what the answer always. Are you stupid? What's the difference between this and this?
Yeah.
That's like saying the Prophet was a man, he's a prophet, we're all men, but then we're
that's what Abdul Hadi said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said, you're a man, you eat a prophet, man, ate. It doesn't mean you're a prophet. So we don't accept this type of Qiyaas.
That's going against him though.
Yeah, no, he goes, we don't accept this type of Qiyaas.
But I think what I'm listening, what I'm hearing here is he didn't give you any example. He listened to what you say, and he gave you back what you said.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Because I know my examples.
Yeah. No, but the examples you gave, he was saying, no, it's not like that. It's not.
So when it is like that and when it isn't?
It's up to him. No, it's up to them, innit, akhi? If I do Qiyaas, then it'll be up to me.
Ijma' today, or...
We are not going to the ijma', we are going to the usul al-fiqh. Anyway, the usul al-fiqh.
Are we starting now? Usul
Yes, we are talking, inshallah, no problem. Sometimes these questions is better than a lot of things about, is better than just going through the lesson, you know? Yeah. Now...
Sheikh, as you said that, can I ask one more question?
Yes. No, you can ask questions.
You know the blood money then?
Yeah, the blood money, diya.
Yeah, how would we work that one out?
It's 100 camels.
So what, I have to go buy 100 camels?
Yeah, you can ask them to buy them for you.
And say, this is for you?
Yeah, you can ask them if they decide the camels how much are worth.
Okay, so, and then you give them money.
Because even people who do Qiyaas,
they accept this as well.
They accept that you can't give, instead of 1,000 camel, 100 million, a million chicken. Yeah.
Well, wait a second. But wait a second. How much is a camel today?
A camel today is
about £1,000.
In Pakistan is 20,000 rupees. I don't.
£200.
No, but I don't think in this country it will be more.
Oh, we have to go by this country?
You have to go by the country.
No, it's
any country.
It's camels. Bring them from Pakistan if you want.
What, 200?
You're from there anyway, you can bring it.
Fake breath.
No, what did you say?
Sheikh, where's
Say they don't want camels.
Sheikh, where's Peshawar?
Shower.
Wait, which country is it in?
Pakistan.
Yeah, still. Jazakallah khair. So where are you from, lad?
I'm from Britain.
You said, Sheikh,
Yeah.
Ibn Hazm said,
What equator?
if you urinate, if someone else urinates in still water, you are allowed to bathe in it.
To bath in it, yeah.
Yeah. But did he believe in this, or did he say it because it would have?
He believed in this.
Yeah, he believed.
And they believe in that. And the Shafi'i believes in that. And Abu Hanifa believes in that. And the Nawawi believes in that. And everybody believes in that.
So if someone else urinates,
I tell you why. Why I say, actually, I believe that if the person urinates in the water, it's haram for him to bath in it. Because the hadith say, don't urinate in the water and bath in it. He didn't say, don't bath in water that has been urinated in. Yes? Now, I say, if you bath in the still water, of course, not the running water. Now, if someone urinates in a swimming pool, it's still haram for him to bath in the swimming pool.
A lot of people do that way.
Yes?
No, but
according to the hadith. Huh? Because the swimming pool, water doesn't run.
it does.
Just the swimming pool, the water doesn't run. You can then change it, of course, later. But it's still, the water is still. So it's haram too. What Shafi'i says? Shafi'i says is, you can take a bath, you can urinate in the water in the swimming pool and take a bath in it. Even though they say, Ibn Hazm, look what he said, that if someone else urinates, then it's haram for him to bath, but another person can.
Yeah.
He says, even if you urinate in the water in swimming pool, you can. Why? Because the water is too much.
So.
Nawawi will say, whether it's too much or not, if you go to the bath and take shower in it, you have the full water, and then urinate inside, and then after you have finished, you open the thingy and start running, you can take shower in it. Because started running now. Malik and Abu Hanifa say, doesn't matter it's more than 2 qulla or less. If you put your hand here in the water, this is water here. If you put your hand here and the other side doesn't move, the far side of the doesn't move, you can't take shower in that water. And now he doesn't tell us, because if this water, if there is 1 milliliter of water here, if you move and someone urinates, if you move your hand here, it won't move there. But if you start putting this water, you won't feel even a bath, because it's just 1 milliliter. So they all contradicted the hadith. Why is the problem with Ibn Hazm?
So basically, the way we could, if someone urinated in it, you could still have a shower, you could still have one in it.
Is it that you don't know he done urinated in, or you know he urinated in?
Al-Layth ibn Sa'd, who is one who was considered to be better than Malik in his time. Shafi'i stopped taking from Malik, who went to Egypt. He learned from Layth ibn Sa'd. Layth ibn Sa'd is considered the Imam of the Egyptians. No one has, like, when you read the biography of Layth ibn Sa'd, Dhahabi, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn al-Qayyim, they say he was better than Malik. His students didn't
carry out the message.
He didn't
propagate his
yes.
The madhab.
Didn't do justice.
Yeah, this man, what he says about, he was almost never does qiyas. Almost. He does sometime. He is...
It might be important phone calls, right?
Yeah, okay. Now what he... That's not mine. Now he... And Layth ibn Sa'd, what he said about... I gave you the example. What's the difference between someone who urinates in the water and someone who doesn't? We are about someone who does and... The difference is this. The difference is... Assalamu alaikum. يا خير وش انت ما عنديش انا حتى حاجه دوك امسح دوك كيف الاسم كيف Yeah, we were talking about... Yeah, you tell me what's the difference between the person who urinates and the one who doesn't. Huh?
Yeah.
The difference is someone who is doing something haram. Because Rasulullah said, لا يبولن أحدكم في الماء الراكد. Even if you don't have intention to take shower, it's still haram to urinate in the water, still water. So what's the difference between the one who did it and the one who didn't do? The difference is this. This one committed haram and this person didn't. It's like the difference between the one who killed and the one who didn't. Are you going to punish them the same? Are we going to say both you have to pay the blood money? And let me show you that Rasulullah didn't do qiyas according to them, according to their... The hadith of Bi'r Buda'a, the well of Buda'a. This hadith is famous. The well of Buda'a. Well. The well.
Okay, yeah.
This well is in Medina. According to the hadith which Bukhari, which everybody almost accepts to be Sahih. Bukhari, Ahmad, Ibn Ma'in, Ibn Qayyim, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Hajar, Ibn Hazm. That the Prophet was told that the well of Buda'a people throw in it the clothes of women, the blood, women, dead dogs, and dirt inside. Can we drink from it? And you know, the well is not water running, it doesn't run. He said, according to the hadith, the water is clean, nothing make it dirt.
You always had a problem with it. You always had a problem with it. I never understood that.
You know this hadith. So they are saying here that yes, fine. Because the hadith says it's fine.
They have a problem with it?
They have a problem.
I don't accept this hadith to be sahih. However, the hadith, the water is still clean as long as you can't see the color. Yeah. The hadith doesn't change anything because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said الماء طهور, the water وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. So the water is clean. It won't become dirty until you prove it. It's clean, it stays clean no matter what falls inside until you prove it has become dirty.
Perfect, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, on one side we have a man that he urinates in still water.
Yeah.
And the water has urine inside.
Yes.
Yeah. On the other side we have a man that didn't urinate in the water.
Yes.
But he's allowed to go into that water and bathe in it.
But that water
knowingly, but it still has urine.
Yes.
So what makes the water not allowed?
No, the water is clean. When you drop something, you see the names, the hukum of something changes with the name. The name changes. Allah has forbidden us to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَلَمْ تَجِدُوا مَاءً فَتَيَمَّمُوا. If you don't find water, do tayammum. Now this water, it was clean. You started dropping dirt in it, and then suddenly it's not water anymore because the smell is different, the color is different, so it became something different. So it's not water anymore. Take water now, clean water, and throw some dates inside or some raisin inside. Keep it until tomorrow morning, and then it's juice. Are you going to do wudu with it? It was water last night, but now it changed. Since it changed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَلَمْ تَجِدُوا مَاءً. Okay, I can't find water, I find juice now. So I have to go and do tayammum. So that water, as long as it's still cold water, you are finding water. When someone asks you, do you have water? Even if something haram, urine, dropped in it, do you still have water? That is water. And that water was clean. It will remain clean until we get dalil from Sharia that says it became haram now or dirty.
So you do wudu with that, Sheikh?
Yeah, of course you do wudu with that.
You put it in the mouth and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you don't know, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know that it's got.
Even if you know.
Because it hasn't changed colour.
So you cannot do tayammum even if that water's there. You have to use that water.
You have to. The other alternative is to give it to someone you give it to an animal to drink it and then.
You know the thing is, you understand if Allah made it impermissible the act, not necessarily the urine being mixed up.
No, but I'm talking about like just finding it.
If the urine doesn't change the water.
No, but what I'm saying here, actually, what I'm saying here, before you go and accuse people who don't do Qiyaas of doing this, what I'm saying here is the madhab of the majority, except the Ahnaf. Only the Ahnaf say with this water you can't do tayammum with it.
They think you can.
Only the Ahnaf that says that the water where there is urine, you can't use it.
You can't.
The rest say that it's permissible. You can use
Malik, Shafi'i, Ahmed bin Hanbal, they say no, this is water and you have to use it. Actually, they go further to say more than this. They say if the dog drinks from water, you have to do tayammum wudu with it.
What?
If the dog licks in a bowl of water, they say you have to do wudu with it, and then do tayammum afterwards.
And then
water and then wudu and then tayammum afterwards.
do the tayammum afterwards.
I think there was in the battle.
With the dog, no.
And what about the urine?
As long as it yeah. You see, did you study science? Did you study science?
Yeah, I done it.
What is urine made of other than anything that we would human eat and drink? It's question of things get composed in a way and decomposed in a way. But you will not find anything that is not. It's generally the halal things that have been mixed in a different way, and then once you put it in the water, it dissolves again.
That's like when people say, like, Salafi say about gelatine, that as long as it's in a small quantity and it's been...
No, it's not a question of small quantity. You see, a pig is haram. Take a pig and burn it until it becomes ashes. Ashes is not haram. Dirt is haram. Animal dirt is haram. Take a barren land. Try to grow anything, it will not grow. Then put this animal dirt, and then put seeds, and then you have fruits. We know for sure that these fruits will not have grown up without this dirt. So this is where it comes from.
Okay, so I can still eat Haribo.
But it's still halal. You see, if you go to the farms, you will find where there is only dirt, nothing except the animal dirt. You will find some fruits, some vegetables growing, like tomatoes sometimes. Tomato, throw it anywhere, as long as there is something next to it, it will grow. Is this tomato haram?
No.
It's halal.
So are you saying gelatin is halal?
I don't say gelatin is halal. I say it's the someone who understands the religion properly, someone who understands the religion, and he's specialist in these things, chemistry. He will look at it, and according to the religion, what he understands, that's transforming completely, because transforming is not taking the animal meat, the swine meat, and for example,
half burning it, half meat.
No, if you make it as mince meat and say it has changed, it hasn't not changed. That's still meat. Yeah, even if you mince it, it's still meat. But if you burn it to a way that it changes completely, it's not anymore meat. It became something different. Then if someone who has this knowledge of religion and has the knowledge of the chemistry, and he says, yes, this is totally different, something different, then it will be halal, yes.
And if it changes, it wouldn't be on the ingredients. But if it's on the ingredients, that means it's still in there. If it says gelatin, that means gelatin is inside this thing.
No, it's made out.
It changed.
No, but they say the gelatin itself is something different. It's not a bone, it's not meat. It's made out of the meat, of the bones, with something different, with chemicals that will transform it totally to something different. You see, if you bury a human being, you bury him, after a few years, what you find there is not bones. His body will not be there. It will be dirt. And that dirt is fine. That dirt, you can grow things in there. And then from that dirt, you will get tomato. And that tomato, you can eat it. What you are eating here is human. So have you seen above graves sometimes trees? Definitely these trees have this resin which goes down, and it's taking their nutrients from this body. So the truth is, are you eating a human being? A human being who has been transferred into an apple. So it's fine.
Recycling.
So what about the spirit vinegar?
The spirit vinegar is halal. والرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم said نعم الإدام الخل. Yeah, perfume, if it's perfume that is made out of alcohol, and if you drink it, if you drink it, this is where the people of Qiyaas left their Qiyaas. Yes, if you take, I don't take Qiyaas here, but if you drink alcohol, if you drink some perfume, if you drink it, I have seen people drinking perfume in Algeria. We don't have alcohol, so some people drink perfume and they get intoxicated. And the Rasul said, كل مسكر خمر. Every intoxication is khamr. So here this person is intoxicated by this. So this is khamr. This perfume is khamr. And if it's khamr, then you have keep away from it. You don't tell me. I tell someone, this alcohol has, this perfume has alcohol. Yes. If you drink it, will you be intoxicated? Yeah. You will tell me, yeah, but I am not buying it for drinking. I say, okay, I buy alcohol not to drink. I buy alcohol and keep it at home and wash my for cleaning the floor. I just to smell it because I like the smell of it. I'm not going to drink it. Is it halal?
Yeah.
And Rasulullah said every intoxication is khamr. And here they tell you Rasulullah did qiyas here. And tell him, okay, what about the perfume? Why don't you do qiyas?
From every touch.
It's haram from the ayah, not from qiyas. But here, why don't you do qiyas? If you do qiyas here, it gives you the result that this is haram.
But what about in the case when you don't know? When you don't know that you can't really just go out and drink it and take it out for yourself. No?
Yeah, but if you know that it's they will write to you that they will write in it that it's made of alcohol, and that is no. If they put alcohol in it, if someone cook food.
Like for example, like body spray, they have alcohol in it or something like that, and you use it, you put it in your body. You can't go pray like because you got alcohol.
Depends on how much they have put. Yes. Assalamu alaikum. This is me and Ordin. I will call you later, inshallah. This is Qiyaas. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Yes. Just thank us.
What do you think about this? You mentioned different points. What do you come with to say?
أن هذا من زيادة الدين لا يأذن به الله تعالى ولا رسوله تعرف أن هذا من الظن الذي لا من حقه إلى لا ذلك من ألفاظ التهويل. They say those who don't accept qiyas, they say these things which like make out of this big thing. So what's the doom of this ayah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in Quran وأنزلنا إليك الكتاب تبيانا لكل شيء. We have sent, revealed to you the book تبيانا لكل شيء, to make clear everything.
Which ayat, which surah is that?
Surah Al-Nahl. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said ثم جعلناك على شريعة من الأمر. We made you on a clear way. فاتبعها, and follow it. ولا تتبع أهواء الذين لا يعلمون. Don't follow the desire of those who don't know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He mentioned this ayah about the people who did qiyas, the people who came to the kuffar and said that what you have slaughtered, you will eat. But what Allah has slaughtered Himself, I mean the dead meat, you will not eat it. So this is qiyas. Everybody will agree that this is qiyas. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about this? وَمَا لَكُمْ أَلَّا تَأْكُلُوا مِمَّا ذُكِرَ اسْمُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهِ. Why don't you eat from what Allah's name has mentioned, have been mentioned on it? وَقَدْ فَصَّلَ لَكُمْ مَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمْ. And He has explained in details what has been forbidden to you, except at the time of necessity. وَإِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ لَيُوحُونَ إِلَى أَوْلِيَائِهِمْ. But the shayateen will reveal, will inspire their friends لِيُجَادِلُكُمْ, to argue with you. وَإِنْ أَطَعْتُمُوهُمْ, and if you obey them, إِنَّكُمْ لَمُشْرِكُونَ, then you will be mushrikeen. This is People who came to talk about Qiyaas. To make things that Allah has not made haram. To make the things that Allah has made haram halal. Just because something that is similar is halal. And they started arguing with people. This is what Allah said about them.
Allah said that they are shayateen.
وَإِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ لَيُحُونَ. The shayateen will inspire.
To argue with you.
To argue with
those
you.
who follow them, yeah?
Yeah.
You said some Sahaba said, yeah.
Some Sahaba said yes.
No, they not followed them, but they understood and said.
Yeah, some Sahaba went like they stopped. They had to think about it. Yeah,
that's true.
What they are saying does make sense. But the Sahaba will not just go and take things like this. They go back to the Prophet, and then when they get the revelation, they will. It's always, even the people who do Qiyaas now, we don't say they are mushrikeen. It's when they obey their desire, when they are explained. When you see someone, you explain to him and he understands, and he insists on doing that thing. As long as he is following because he is weak in his understanding, and he is being told that what you are doing is right. This is what Allah wants you to do, and he is trying to do that. But we won't say that he is kafir.
Sheikh, we didn't finish the topic about the spirit vinegar or the...
Yeah, the spirit vinegar is every vinegar that Rasulullah knew. There has never been vinegar without alcohol. You can't make vinegar without alcohol. Even those who say that you can make vinegar without alcohol, they say this is how you put it. They say you put, you take grapes and close them in a cold place, and then what will happen? It will change inside. Before you make it as juice, it will change inside, become alcohol. When it changes inside, it is alcohol. You have to get rid of it. So you can never get actually vinegar without alcohol. The thing is, we are not allowed to make vinegar, but we are allowed to buy it from people who make it. Because Rasulullah said, "Ni'mal idamul khald." The best idam is khald, is vinegar. However, when he was asked about alcohol to be changed to vinegar, he said no. And we know that there is no vinegar without alcohol.
What's idam?
Idam is something that you eat. You see, no, bread. Normally Arabs call bread is something that they can't eat on its own. It's difficult to eat. So something that is, it helps them digest the bread. So that they call it idam.
So then, at the time of the Prophet, there was no Muslims trading vinegar then?
You can't trade the vinegar. You can't trade alcohol. The kafirs...
Okay, you couldn't make it and trade it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you buy it as vinegar, and then you trade it, it's fine.
Okay, so...
You can trade alcohol.
No, you can't.
I'm still getting excited.
Yeah. Here what you do, if alcohol is if someone cooks with alcohol, someone cooks food with alcohol, then that food is halal. Why? Because when alcohol is when it's boiled, it's not alcohol anymore.
That's what one brother said. He studied pharmacy, and he said when you spray the perfume and the alcohol hits air, it evaporates.
Well, I definitely agree with him. I accept that.
When you bought alcohol.
But the problem is, when you bought it, you don't tell him spray it on me. You buy it.
So
you don't give him money and say spray.
What if someone gives you a present?
Me, huh?
What if someone gives you a present?
So you can go to the shop where it's free to test and put it on?
No, because you are going to take alcohol and you are holding alcohol and spraying yourself.
So, okay.
So what if I get someone else to spray me shit?
Yeah, you are.
That's halal?
You can't ask someone.
A kafir said, yo,
Well, that is the thing is, the kafirs, can you ask a kafir to eat pork?
For you?
Or help him, or even...
Sorry.
Down your height, man.
No, alcohol,
Yeah.
You can't drink it. It's intoxicant.
Yes.
So where it says that you can't wear it as perfume?
You can't drink it.
You're not allowed to
Because,
drink it.
yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ وَالْأَنصَابُ وَالْأَزْلَامُ رِجْسٌ مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ. اجتنبوه. You see, it's not... He didn't say don't drink it. Never. You won't find this ayah. He said اجتنبوه. O you who believe, intoxicants and gambling and al-ansab and al-azlam are an abomination of shaitan, handiwork. So avoid that.
Avoid it.
Avoid it. You see? Not drink it, avoid it. And that's why when the Sahaba, this revelation, when Rasulullah read this, they didn't keep it. We may need it later. We are not going to drink it. We keep it for later. We may need it. We can even probably a place where there is no water and they need water for their gardens. He said it ran like rivers. You can use it for your animals when they are thirsty or for necessity. No, they throw it away. Because avoid it.
You saying that some perfume, if you drink it,
Yeah.
it's like alcohol.
Yeah.
But some perfume you drink, it's not.
Yes.
So if it's not, if you drink it,
Yeah.
it's not alcohol.
Yeah.
Would that be allowed to be used?
Of course.
So how do you know which one's which?
You need to find out the limit.
You have to ask the people.
Find out what gets you intoxicated.
As long as you don't know that it's intoxication,
Yeah.
it's halal.
So, but even though it says alcohol,
Well, sometime I told you it is the majority saying, which it's not because the majority is saying it. We believe that something halal, it stays halal until it's proven to be haram. Now, if you throw a little bit of alcohol in something which is halal, like perfume, that perfume will stay halal until it changes. So, just by saying there is alcohol in it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you buy some food where there is no alcohol, but they will say it's alcohol because it was made out of alcohol. When they boiled it,
like the spirit vinegar.
For example, I bought cake the other day,
yeah,
and it had 2.5% of alcohol in it.
yeah. But
So could I have ate that cake?
a cake is you cook it in the fire.
Yeah.
It's impossible when you boil alcohol. It won't stay alcohol. It's gone. It becomes water.
But it's still
So you don't know if they've done that.
But it's not the smell. It's about the
Intoxication or not.
But the thing is, one of my...
that is
some cakes, you cook it,
Hmm.
and then I think you soak it in alcohol.
yeah,
So that cake is still got alcohol.
yeah, that's different.
The thing is, when I spoke to one of my biology teachers, I know you don't take from teaching anything like that, but I'm saying, he said if you boil alcohol and you to place your head with a sheet over your head, and you to sniff that will get you drunk. Just by sniffing the alcohol when it's boiling, with a cloth over your head, that will get you drunk. So, what's it with that?
That's intoxicant, isn't it? Every intoxicant is haram.
Just if a kafir brings you news, find it, verify it.
What do you say?
You said, if you, for example, take a container with alcohol in it,
Yeah.
and you boil it, but you place a sheet over your head, the towel like this, and you soak up the vapor, the vapor that comes, you'll get drunk off the vapor.
Yeah.
Not from, that doesn't necessarily have to drink it, you can get drunk.
Who said that you have to drink it?
Abu, you said it.
I am talking about drinking, so I spoke about drinking. Rasulullah said alcohol, intoxication is haram, avoid it. Intoxication doesn't say that include hashish, that include sniffing, anything. If you do, that's why Rasulullah didn't say drink it. But you see, he said avoid it.
Okay, so if you have a perfume,
Yeah.
and it says alcohol in it,
Yeah.
you avoid it. You don't know whether it's if you drink it.
Normally, this will be halal until proven haram. Yes? Until you are sure that it's haram. You can ask the person you buy it from. If he doesn't know, it will be halal. Sometimes there are things where it's better. You just keep away from things that are doubtful. It's not an obligation to keep away from the things that are doubtful, but it's recommended.
Okay. So if you ask somebody who knows of the company and they say that there's alcohol in there, but it's not an alcohol that gets you drunk, if you drink this, it's poison. You'll probably die if you drink it, but you won't get high on it.
Red Bull says it contains alcohol, but it doesn't intoxicate you.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's what Red Bull says. The company.
So we
email them.
Serious? And they emailed you back?
Yeah.
So we can't drink it?
You can. It says it contains alcohol, but it doesn't intoxicate you.
Oh, that's right.
They might know
Good stuff.
That's alright.
Good stuff.
And they've got halal certificate.
Yeah, from who?
Maybe no, maybe it's they have alcohol in it, but it has changed.
He said to complete the equation, they needed the alcohol in it.
Yeah, but maybe they put alcohol in it, and then with the way they process it, the alcohol is gone.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, because I drank alcohol. I took before this kind of. I took some
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah. Good stuff. Keeps you up all night.
Oh, you need drinks.
No.
3 drinks.
No.
You want?
No.
Who wants to drink?
Is that you?
No, do you want something like
No.
Let me get you some drinks.
That's being straight hand side.
Yeah, you're saying you drank it.
Red Bull, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't feel anything. It just makes you awake.
Yeah.
Wakes you up.
Supposed to do that, yeah.
I agree.
Two of them and yours.
Have you gone through like
Two of them and
all the
yours.
situation?
Yeah.
You know, you come across in terms of Qiyaas when they ask you that you have to do Qiyaas here,
Yeah.
and where you found that
I have to.
yeah, maybe you have to.
I always.
Or you find a way out.
Out. Yeah.
What was the most?
Well,
what was
yeah,
like
I was
the
on
hardest?
yeah.
The hardest, actually, I would have to tell them about it.
You just tell them.
Yeah, because nobody will understand it like the people who don't do Qiyas.
Yes.
Huh? And you will have to tell them, okay, this is something that actually someone was sending someone to me, and he will gather them all. Every time we were like doing this Fath al-Bari, and someone will come there and he listen when I say this here. If someone asks me what I should do about it, I want to know the answer. Few of these examples. And then later on, I had, like, he called me for a debate, and he used to give me these examples where I...
Which you
yes. To like, okay, what are you going to say about this? What are you going to say about this?
So what's the...
But I gave the answer then.
Oh, okay.
It was about 8 or 9. The hardest one sometimes is something that I don't really think is the right answer, but it's an answer. It's an answer that he can't say, oh, I refute. Like one of the most difficult is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if someone dies and he leave more than 2 daughters, they will take 2/3 of the property. They inherit 2/3. If he leaves 1, she will take half. They will tell you, okay, what are you going to do with 2 girls? Now he said more than 2 and less than 2. Okay, what about 2? What are you going to do? So the majority will say we do Qiyaas, and we give the 2 girls.
1/3.
No, 2/3. Just like 3 or 4 or 5.
Between them?
Yeah. Okay. 2/3. So they do Qiyaas. Okay, tell them, why don't you do Qiyaas on 1 and give them half?
Yeah. It's 2 halves.
No. This is Quran, what Quran says. Quran says if you die and you have 3 daughters or more,
2/3.
3 or more, they will have 2/3. Meaning, if you leave 10 pounds, they will take 66 pounds.
6.6 pounds.
6.6. If 1, she will take half, 5. What about 2?
All of them, they round it up, they say 2/3. They all say 2/3.
Yeah, including Ibn Hazm, who doesn't do Qiyaas. But he will use a hadith da'if. that says that Rasulullah gave. If this hadith da'if was sahih, it will be a problem. If this hadith sahih, I will have to consider qiyas again. Because Rasulullah here, he judged between people. So he will judge according to Quran. So if he give 2/3, it means he is doing qiyas. This is just merely a judgment. It's not something that he said. So he is taking from Quran. However, this hadith is da'if. Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Uqayl is da'if, according to the majority. And his hadith, nobody accepts all his hadith. So they have either to accept all his hadith or reject all of them. Now, this hadith is da'if. What are you going to do with it? About the 2 girls. The truth is, until now I don't know the answer. I don't say that I know the answer for everything. But I have a temporary answer.
Okay.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before He says, and nobody seems like he has read this ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يُوصِيكُمُ اللَّهُ فِي أَوْلَادِكُمْ. Allah advise you in your children. يُوصِيكُمُ اللَّهُ فِي أَوْلَادِكُمْ لِلذَّكَرِ, for a male, the equal of 2 female. فَإِن كُنَّ نِسَاءً, if they are women, more than 2, they have 2/3. If 1, half. What are you going to do with 2? Okay. 2 is like a male. And you know how much male is going to take. Give it to the girls, to the 2 girls.
So why?
This is temporary answer.
Why isn't that sufficient?
Huh?
Why isn't that sufficient?
But nobody can now tell me
why is that
why.
temporary?
للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين.
Okay, sure. Okay. Why is that temporary? Why isn't that fixed answer? Why isn't that sufficient? Yeah.
Just because they will say, when I give an answer, I would like it to give examples to back it up. Something like I don't give him the chance to even to come back with a rubbish talk. He will tell me, you are giving him here like a man, and asaba, like the boy will take the rest of the property. This is known. He will take all the rest of the property, and normally this goes for male, not for girls. Well, it's fine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this for 2 girls. He wants 2 girls to give them like a man. What's your problem with it?
So they will split the half between them.
Yeah, the rest of the property they will take it. That's fine. So there is no problem with this.
So they can't come out of that one.
Well, they can't come out that with this one, except with talk that has no meaning. However, I would like to go with this talk to the end, which now I am not. I will have to think to find something example to back up.
So when did you come, for example, when did you start to have the idea that Qiyaas was useless? How long ago?
When I read, actually I didn't come with this idea. I read it first, and then actually first I was told to read this book, the book of Ibn Hazm. And then when I read it, I was still confused. I was still thought, okay, is these people are these people all wrong, and this man right? Okay, I have to think about it. So I went to the books of those who answered after him came, like Ibn al-Qayyim, like Shanqiti, like Shatibi. And every time I read the book, it strengthened my. I say, yeah, they have no answer at all. They just like.
So they try to refute.
Yes.
They try to refute.
Yeah, and they bring things that you can see that these people are in the middle of the sea and they can't find nothing, and then just trying to.
How many years ago was it when you read?
Oh, that's a long time.
Did Bukhari accept Qiyaas?
Bukhari, according to his book, he doesn't accept Qiyaas. According to his book, generally, the rules, he is against the Qiyaas. And he gives example about when the Prophet, he says how Rasulullah, he has a chapter in his book, how Rasulullah used to wait for answers, for revelation, when he is asked a question, and not answer according to the Qiyaas. This is what Bukhari saying. Bukhari say how Rasulullah, the examples that Ibn al-Qayyim say, Rasulullah did Qiyaas. When a man came to Rasulullah and said, my wife gave birth to a child, black child. Rasul said, do you have camels? He said, yes. What color are they? Yellow. Do you have grey camels in between these yellow camels? He said, yes. He said, how do you think they came to give birth to grey camel, yellow camel giving birth to grey camel? He said, this is maybe from inheritance, and their ancestors, they had this color. He said, and this boy, black boy, maybe you have someone in your ancestors black. He said, Rasul did Qiyaas here. Did Qiyaas on camels, human on camels? Did this man, do we know, not from religion, that people get inherits genes from their ancestors? Do we know it from religion? No. It just the man was in shock. He couldn't think properly, so he's giving him an example so he can think. He gave the answer himself. He didn't wait for revelation to say, my camels get it from... He knew it. And he knew as well that humans have the same thing. He just tried to remind him. To say that Rasulullah did Qiyaas, camels, human on camels. Because they always say Qiyaas is this. The root, the original thing, and then the branch. So the camel is the root, and the human is the branch. So what we do in Eid, we will slaughter a man because he's just like a camel. Well, this is Qiyaas. This is Qiyaas. Qiyaas is because this is like this. You can. It's the same.
The same rules.
Actually, Rasulullah where what is Qiyaas is this: two things that are similar. We think that they are similar. We think they are similar. We give them the same hukum. Because we think they are similar, and this is haram, this should be haram. What are the things, what things are more similar than the things that actually Rasulullah said are similar? So who is better than the Prophet to say this is similar? Rasulullah said, لَعْنُ الْمُسْلِمِ كَقَتْلِهِ. Cursing a Muslim is like killing him. So nobody can say, give similarity better than Prophet. Are we going to kill someone who curses a Muslim? Rasul said it's similar. It's like cursing him is like killing him.
So that is the best time to use Qiyaas.
Yes. This is not, it's not Abu Hanifa saying it. This is Rasul saying it.
But then, is this when they turn around and say, well, there's different levels of Qiyaas, we have 3 different types?
Okay, no problem.
They say you're playing games when you tell them these. When you tell them these examples, they say you're playing games.
No. If there is levels. Which level? Tell me which level are we going to stop?
Who made
because you who are saying these levels, you never agreed. You won't find two people. You won't find two people who agree on the whole Qiyaas. Every person who said Qiyaas will say Qiyaas here but not here. And every Qiyaas they bring, you see, when you say a mule is haram because it looks like a donkey, I will say it's halal because it looks like a horse. So whatever Qiyaas you bring, I will bring you a Qiyaas from the other side.
So a mule is halal then? Because there's nothing specifically talking about a mule.
There is nothing hadith about, there is no hadith about mule.
So mule is halal.
There is hadith da'if about mule.
So you can eat a mule?
If you like it. Can you eat lizard? The desert lizard.
Depends which one.
The lizard, the big one.
Yeah.
Can you eat it?
They're carnivores, aren't they?
Why is it haram?
They're carnivores.
No, they eat grass.
If they eat grass, I'll eat it.
You can eat it.
Yeah.
Can you eat it when you see it? You can. I can eat it. Yes, it's halal.
Yeah.
But I will not eat it.
Do you like eating it?
Yeah. Can you eat it? You like it?
You like eating?
If I was hungry, I'd do it.
I'll try it.
I wouldn't just.
If I am hungry, I will eat pig. If I am hungry, probably I will eat human.
I wouldn't go for it.
Yeah, but Rasul didn't like the lizard. He didn't like it. Yeah? But he never made it haram. You know why he didn't like it? Why he didn't eat it? He didn't like it. He can't eat it. Huh? But he didn't stop people from eating it. So just because he doesn't like it, I don't like mule, but I'm not going to make it haram. Probably Rasulullah felt for the lizard the way I am feeling for the mule. I feel the same thing about donkeys. And don't forget, the Sahaba used to eat donkeys. Just because they don't like it, it wasn't haram. If you tell me, oh, mule, mule is haram, is known. Who will eat it? The Sahaba were eating it. They slaughtered it. And Rasulullah came and then started throwing it out. They were eating it until the 7th year of Hijrah. So it's not question, I don't like it, it's haram. You don't like it, you don't eat it. But it's not haram. It's not haram for you, it's not haram for others. Until Allah make it haram.
You know that one hadith I mentioned to you before? It's the answers there, but just the brothers, you know the hadith of the Kalb al-Aswad, Shaitan, and that the Prophet didn't anchor the Qiyaas from the Sahabas.
Yes.
I know the answer, just maybe they used Qiyaas, the Sahabas used Qiyaas here, the Prophet didn't say this is wrong.
Actually,
he said this is, what about the black and, what about the red and yellow?
The man said, Actually, they didn't say it. Why do you give them this to put the problem in the head?
You messed with my head, man. So don't come back.
You are going to confuse them. Wait for them until they think about it.
I'm baffled. I was just question. You know when the Sahabas, the Prophet ﷺ sent them out on an expedition and they were starving and they were sucking on a date stone. That's how much they were hungry.
Yes.
Is this Sahih? This narration of this where they found the whale on the beach?
This hadith is in Muslim. The hadith of Jabir ibn Abdullah when they were sent with Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah. This hadith is Sahih.
Yeah.
So I hope that no one said there is qiyas in it.
No, sorry. I was just asking you. I was just asking. They brought some back to the Prophet ﷺ, but the animal was already dead, and we're not allowed to eat dead animals.
No, that's from the sea. أُحِلَّ لَكُمْ صَيْدُ الْبَحْرِ وَطَعَامُهُ.
Even if it's dead.
Yeah. Well, the sea. How are you going to kill a fish?
You catch it out the water. Catch it in the net. By the time you eat it, it's already dead. You can't.
How are you going to kill? Are you going to take fish and slaughter them one by one?
Yeah, it's a good point.
No, it's not a good point.
No, I understand.
The fish, anything in the sea, it's halal, dead.
Yeah. Good point.
Anything in the sea is Quran. أُحِلَّ لَكُمْ صَيْدُ الْبَحْرِ وَطَعَامُهُ مَتَاعًا لَكُمْ وَلِلسَّيَّارَةِ. It has been made to you halal, the hunting of the sea and its food. So the animals in the sea are halal.
Yeah, but you killed it.
Huh?
You took it out yourself.
Yeah.
But they found it.
No, you find it is halal still. The food of the sea is halal, no matter how you find it. The food of the sea, as long as you don't think it's going to kill you, if you eat it, it's still halal.
So when you go buy fish in the shop,
you
didn't kill it.
If you go?
If you go buy fish in the shop, it's not you that killed it, you found the fish.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but just like the chicken, you didn't kill it. No, I understand.
That's great.
Let's go from
Next week we've got to construct this.
No, he's doing question.
Yeah, seriously.
Too much question.
You know, just continue to go through like questions, or you don't want to go through like.
You might as well leave this as a Q&A.
No, but this helps though. It does help.
Yeah,
Question and answers, good.
Or you want, if you want, we can do
I think we start subject next subject.
and then do
Are
questions.
you not free now?
No, don't have it.
Yeah, I'm free. Right, so if you go, if we go through other questions outside of the lesson.
Don't have it.
Okay, let's say what the Shaykh has said.
Can I ask you a question? Is there any hadith to say that you can't hit someone on the head? Or
On the face, yes.
What about the head?
Rasul ﷺ said.
Because butters keeps hitting me in my head.
Yes. Now, the hadith.
I don't like it, Sheikh. I don't like it.
Yeah. There is hadith in Bukhari, in Muslim. Rasul said, إِذَا قَاتَلَ أَحَدُكُمْ أَخَاهُ. If someone fights with his brother, فَلْيَجْتَنِبْ الْوَجْهِ. He must keep away from the face. The hadith narrated by Tabarani, he said the head. It looks like it's the same hadith. It's the same narrator. So for me, it's someone who has mentioned the head instead of the face because he thought it was the same. But hitting the face anyway is haram. The hadith that the brother told you that it doesn't exist. Let's say what about Muhammad bin Sirin and Sha'bi. Yeah? Sha'bi said, Muhammad bin Sirin said, Al-Qiyaas shu'um. What's his shu'um? Shu'um. You see when superstition, when you see something and you think, oh, this is bad.
Superstition. Omens.
Omens.
Was the
You see, Rasul said, لا شؤم إلا في ثلاث. Okay, this is what Muhammad bin Sirin said. Al-Qiyaas is shu'um. Shu'um is superstition. وأول من قاس إبليس. The first who did Qiyaas, Iblis. فهلك, and he perished. وإنما عبدت الشمس والقمر بالقياس. The sun and the moon were worshipped by Qiyas.
I read that this week.
Okay. Shuraih al-Kindi, Shuraih al-Qadi, said, Sunnah came before your Qiyas. Sha'bi said, Sha'bi told Dawood al-Awdi, memorize 3 from me. If you are asked about question and you have been given an answer, don't add to it, did you see? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ara'ayta, have you seen who has taken his desire as his God? Secondly, if you are asked about question, don't do Qiyas. Because you may make halal haram or haram halal. Third thing, if you are asked about something that you don't know, say, I don't know, and I am your partner. He's telling the man, say don't know, and I am your partner. This is Sha'bi. Again. Masruq, Sha'bi narrated from Masruq that he said, I don't do Qiyas on something, Qiyas of something on something else. A man asked him why. He said, I am afraid that my feet will
go in the fire.
No, I may slip.
Okay.
My foot will slip. Sha'bi said, be wary from Qiyas. By the one who my soul is in his hand. If you take Qiyas, you will make halal haram and haram halal. Whatever you heard from the Prophet companions, memorize it. Sha'bi said, Sunnah did not come with Qiyas. It was not made by doing Qiyas. It was Wahy. Amir Sha'bi said to Salih bin Muslim, he said, he took my hand and said, you have perished when you left the hadith and followed the Qiyas. This mosque, I hate this mosque, and it's for me, I hate it more than the place where I throw the dirt, the rubbish, because of the people who sit in it and do Qiyas.
Who's the person? Sha'bi?
Sha'bi, yeah.
So what was the Imam al-Hafiz?
This is the Imam of the Kufa.
Imam of Kufa.
Yeah. Tabi'i, he's Tabi'i. He narrates from Ali ibn Abi Talib and...
So he's right at the same time of Abu Hanifa.
It's not
he is,
how you say it.
He is the Sheikh of Abu Hanifa. He's considered as Abu Hanifa. However, he was not proud of teaching Abu Hanifa. He didn't like Abu Hanifa.
He didn't say it was
He didn't like him. Because of the Qiyas.
Because Abu Hanifa did Qiyas.
Yes. Exaggerates for him.
So why didn't he learn from his teacher?
Who? He didn't learn from him. He will not narrate. He will not teach him alone, but he will sit in the class with the others.
Sheikh Haytham said he studied with Sheikh bin Baz, which is probably sat in the audience.
People will sit with someone, and you see, these people can't stop people from listening to them. So this is what Shabi has said. I think you want to read it? You can read Arabic.
No.
But
I've got the page down.
yeah, he can translate for you. So tell him now, since he said that he doesn't exist, tell him that people have read it to you, if someone can read it to you, and tell him what's his answer for this, because it's these people who, like some people have, I don't know, they have no shame. They just, it doesn't exist, this hadith is in Bukhari. What do they think?
It's written by
even sometimes when you ask for dalil, they're like, what? You asking me for dalil?
No, I have seen people in that mosque, someone will narrate a hadith, and at least he looks around, and he knows that there are people here who understand that this... One time in Acton, someone mentioned the hadith, he said like this, Rasulullah ﷺ said that Allah has taught me what it has been, what it is, what it will be. And then he said, and he did like this, and he swallowed. I knew that he was lying, he knew that it's not in Bukhari, and he said, narrated by Bukhari. And this hadith is not narrated by Bukhari, not narrated in the book of Sunnah at all. It's a saying of the people, hadith which is considered batil. And he will say, narrated by Bukhari. And I was in...
you stop him?
Not, what kind of... I know that he is lying, and he knows that he is lying.
Sure.
He knows that he is lying.
The people that he's teaching it.
Yeah, but what can you do? I told someone to tell him that he shouldn't do that. But some people clearly, I advise everybody, if someone tells you something,
Check it.
I want to see it. And they will be happy anytime. If I say any hadith, I mention any ayah, you just tell me you want to see it. I will not, of course, I will not think about this all the time. And they will show you, inshallah, where it is.
But the problem is when you ask for the dalil,
he is a liar then. He is a liar.
You're insulting him.
No, it's not an insult.
I know it's not.
Umar ibn Khattab was insulting the Sahaba when he told them.
I know what you're saying. But when you say to the person, "Where's your dalil?"
Yeah,
it's as though he's insulted by you asking him because you're not.
Well,
you don't believe.
I don't think, except a liar, anyone who is not lying will not feel insulted. Huh?
Yes.
But because he is lying and he doesn't have dalil, he will be insulted because he will not be able to find it.
Sheikh, can you tell me that hadith that was said in Acton?
Yeah, the Rasul Sallallahu
I have to go.
Inshallah.
Could someone take me to the push? I don't know how to get there from here.
They are going, I think.
Give me 1 minute, Akhi, I'm coming.
Stay. The hadith said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught me what has been, what it is, and what will be.
So what was he trying to prove by that hadith? What was he trying to emphasize?
He tried to say that the Prophet
knows of the unseen.
The unseen.
No, that Allah taught him. Didn't, but he taught him everything.
What has
Have we finished?
With the Qiyaas?
Yeah.
I hope if you don't have any problem, as long as you want to know.
I have, like when I come and talk to you, I have no doubt.
Yeah.
When I go and speak, I don't know, I think Shaitan, he comes and whispers and...
وَإِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ لَيُوحُونَ إِلَىٰ أَوْلِيَائِهِمْ.
I've been given proof that Qiyaas is not permissible to do, but it's these other sheikhs, because they say, he's studied under Bin Baz so long, Sheikh Uthaymeen, how can
it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing,
but
that's why the doubts, they whisper.
He's a big boy.
Look at Shaitan's knowledge.
Well, it's like this. Ibn Baz himself said, it's not a question of Haytham. If it's Haytham, then it's not a big deal. But Ibn Baz himself says Qiyaas. Do I care? Not wallah. If the entire Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the same ayah that mentions about Qiyaas, before that ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَإِن تُطِعْ أَكْثَرًا مِّن فِي الْأَرْضِ يُضِلُّكَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. If you follow most of those on the earth, they will take you astray from the way of Allah. That in the same surah that talks about the shayateen.
So inshallah, how should we do it on a serious note? Yeah, no joking around. How do you want to set up the lesson? Because
shouldn't we go through like?
We go inshallah through the book. It's just about the question of Qiyaas, because I know that you are going to go again, and then you are going to bring it more dalil.
No, but I think if we just do it, all of us here, in a serious mode, that we do it outside of the lesson, and we just spend 1 hour, because some of us have to work tomorrow, some of us have to do other things. So it's like, we can ask this in our own time on a weekend if we can.
Yes, that's fine.
But this is a question that answers finish off Qiyaas.
No, because Qiyaas has got some stuff like, like illa dimension and all this stuff.
I tell you, if I give you the examples about where they can give you to say Qiyaas, probably you will. It will be better than the examples that they give you, huh? Because the examples that they give you most of the time doesn't even make sense. There is some places where you will think that this is Qiyaas, but it's not. Now if you tell me, okay, Rasulullah used to pray Sunnah on his donkey. Can I pray Sunnah on a horse? You understand? Rasulullah used to pray on a donkey, not on a horse. Can I pray on the back of the horse? And if I tell you yes, you tell me, okay, you are doing Qiyaas. No, it's not Qiyaas. You see, before the action of the Prophet is not religion. The saying of the Prophet is religion. So when I see Rasulullah doing something, I have to see why did he do it, because this is an action, and he did it because he had revelation, and that revelation he must give it, transmit it, say it to the people. So he would have told us. Yeah, he told us that the prayer of the one sitting is the half of prayer who is standing. So sitting on donkey, sitting on camel, on a car, on a bus, on train, doesn't matter. So as long as, so some people, I just gave you this example, so maybe someone will tell you this.
Whatever that was to refute to the Prophet, it's wajib for him to pass it to the people. And if he didn't,
if you don't give the answer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threatened the Prophet. وَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلْ فَمَا بَلَّغْتَ رِسَالَتَهِ. If you don't give the message, you have not conveyed the message. So the Prophet was told, tell people to drink while standing, and he goes and starts drinking standing. Did he say anything?
No,
he didn't say anything.
Saying the precede action.
He will say.
Did I see him drinking, standing?
Yes. He saw him drinking while standing.
I thought it was Zamzam water.
No, if we take it, it will take a long time. But
I went through with someone, they said it's Zamzam water, and Zamzam water has no bad effects. So standing up has bad effects on you, but because you drank the Zamzam water, there's no bad effects, so you can drink Zamzam water.
Rasulullah said, don't drink while standing. That's all. Yeah. If he want to say don't drink while standing except Zamzam water, he would have said it. To someone say Rasulullah drank because it was water Zamzam, we say no, he drank while standing because it was Mecca, and because Mecca is haram. And everybody, he drank because it was daylight, it's haram to drink night time.
Yeah, everyone can say something.
Every time we will make story from the circumstances. The action can be interpreted in different ways. The saying, it has only one way to be. If you say don't drink while standing, don't drink while standing. Don't forget, Rasulullah said, first, the religion didn't come in one stage. So Rasulullah was allowed to drink standing before he tells people not to drink standing. So we have to take this action, single action. It happened before he said. This is first thing. Second thing, Rasulullah said, everybody has his jinn with him. And this jinn is normally kafir. Except Rasulullah said, mine, Allah helped me and became a Muslim. And when he gave the reason why not to drink standing, he said, because shaitan will drink with you. So Rasulullah, because he has no shaitan, doesn't matter if he's jinn Muslim, to drink with him.
That's big.
And Rasulullah said, إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ أَنْسَ كَمَا تَنْسَوْنَ. I am a human being like you. I forget the way you forget. If I forget, remind me. He taught people prayer 4 rak'ah. and then he prayed 2 rak'ah. He forgot. Sahaba said, mansukh, change. No. Then people said, you prayed 2 rak'ah. Did I? Yes. Then he completed 2 rak'ah, and then afterwards he said, I am human like you. I forget the way you forget. He doesn't forget when he says because it's wahi. But he forgets when he does, because it's not wahi. إِذَا نَسِيتُ فَذَكِّرُونِي. If I forget, remind me. I will ask Ali ibn Abi Talib when I tell him, Rasulullah said, don't drink while standing. He say, I see Rasulullah drinking while standing. I say, if it was later, did you remind him? You didn't? So I am sorry. You should have reminded him.
And the Sheikh